portfolio probably looks like this today, and everyone's freaking out on your timeline. Is the bull market over? I'm here to reassure you that really we are in that phase where they are trying to shake you out of your bags. And most importantly, which projects you should be DCAing, but also in this show. It is meme coin mania out there right now. And while other niches like AI and gaming and RWA are really not moving too much at the moment in time, I'm going to go over for you my top 10 meme coin plays this cycle, which I think if you even just bought and hold these and let them mature throughout the bull run, could be some of your biggest winners in your portfolio. So without further ado, let's get in the game. And before we dive right into the content today, we're not going to waste any time. It's going to be an alpha pack show for you. And always, you guys love getting my sentiment on top lists of different projects. Today, we're going to go over meme coins because they are the main character of the market right now. So like the video down below and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to push for that 100K mark. And don't worry, we didn't forget about you. If you commented on that last video on the best performing coin up to today, Sheldon and I will announce those winners when we do our next show on Thursday. So we did not forget about you, by the way. And then shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. Vulcan Forge, Ultra, Dreams Quest. We have Game Starter, NordVPN, Moon Tropica, and Real Fever. So shout out to all of our sponsors here. And before we dive into this category here for the meme coins, like I said, your portfolio probably looks like this on a downtrend today. And, right now we're in that consolidation phase. And I saw something awesome on Rand Show where it showed that 16 weeks of chop. We're in that period at this moment in time, where we had this huge run up, and there are still certain projects performing well in this market. We'll go over that in a second, but I'll go over some I really like in this market as well to DCA. But right now we have Bitcoin at about 65, and this is that consolidation phase. They want you to sell. They want you to get shaken out. There's going to be volatile dips that really eat at your portfolio in the meantime as this bull run progresses, but you have to have conviction and sit in your bags. And to be honest, people are uncomfortable buying today. And that means we're probably near some sort of a bottom on altcoins and potentially even on Bitcoin. So we'll see what plays out over the course of this week. But when we look at the charts here, still over the 30 days, we have Brett crushing it, Resistance Dog. We're actually going to talk about that one today. Not Coin and the 𝗏 ecosystem up 165%. MOG doing pretty well. A lot of these are meme coins, right? And the utility coins really aren't moving at this point in time, but we're going to get there. And I mean, I'm still highly convicted. I think if you're stacking coins like IMX, like Beam, Ronin, Super, Prime's under $10. I told Sheldon on our show last week, if it gets to $8, I would be heavily DCAing on Prime at this point in time. So, altcoins with real utility, like Zentry even. Like Zentry legitimately is one of my favorite current projects to DCA, given its recent rebrand, the treasury that they have. They remind me a lot of Beam, and it's 6x undervalued the market cap. But this market is just not catering at this moment in time to these types of coins, and it's disappointing to see. So my top DCAs in this market currently are the infrastructures. I'm not even going anything lower than that because I think that right now I want to stack higher on my top conviction plays. I'm playing my portfolio vertically, not horizontally at this point in time. So I'm adding more dollars to my top picks this cycle, which my most comfortable DCAs at this point are those infrastructures like mentioned, IMX, Ronin, Super, Prime. I'm looking at Zentry. I'm looking at Beam. And to be completely honest with you, I think where's Ronin at? Ronin under 250. This is just too cheap, in my opinion. There's so much around the corner in this ecosystem, especially once the blockchain goes public and games can just build on Ronin because they choose to. I think that's going to be huge for the adoption of the Ronin chain. And then some few updates out there for you guys looking for benefits, looking for rewards, and just some updates across some of our favorite projects. We have 𝗧 and Crypto Unicorns here. So Crypto Unicorns is moving over to the 𝗧 blockchain, but they're currently doing their play to airdrop campaign. Now, I tweeted yesterday how right now the speculation side of Web3 gaming is very low. Like, there's no ROI really in playing a lot of these games. And what drove people to Axie 𝗤𝗥𝗚𝗓, 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗚, DeFi Kingdoms, even if they weren't the best games, people were making money. So the speculative side of Web3 was driving into those games. Well, people are making money in the crypto unicorns ecosystem right now. There's 4 more days left in their preseason for their play to airdrop campaign. And you'll be able to earn 𝗧 just by playing crypto unicorns. So you get one of the biggest infrastructure crypto coins for playing in this ecosystem. So that's a big benefit. And they actually, by DApp Radar, they got ranked the #1 play to earn game. So like I said, it's one of the only games out there right now with a stimulating economy. So go check them out. We have Aether, which is coming out with their Eco Drop. Now, this is big because I know I got a lot of you here in on the Aether nodes, which are live, by the way. You can start running those, but you're actually going to get 6 airdrops for your node across different new projects coming across. So all these different projects are going to be dropping tokens to node holders. So I think that's a super bullish benefit of the Aether nodes. We recently saw Altura with their $1 million Web3 gaming grant fund, and actually the community gets to vote on that. So that's a pretty cool thing. We don't really see that too much on where that gets delegated to. So ALU holders will have access to review each application and vote which game should receive the first month of the Web3 gaming grant allocation. So pretty cool platform there. And then for you airdrop hunters, I shouted this out last week. You guys need to go check out Cube Exchange. Cube Exchange will be one of the biggest airdrops of the cycle. And I'm not talking about a disappointment like ZK Sync. This is one of the highest liquidity, one of the most upcoming hot projects. And I've spoke with the team here where this should launch and the percentage that they're going to airdrop to the community. It legitimately could be one of the biggest airdrops we have seen to date. So check out Cube Exchange as well as 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. We're about to dive into the meme coins. If you're looking to snipe these memes early, there is literally no better platform to do this on than 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, they have an upcoming airdrop as well. But at the same time, they have one of the best databases and best platforms to be able to snipe tokens early and then be able to track volume and see which ones you should snipe even whenever it's not right on launch. And they're on Sol, Bitcoin, Blast, all these different blockchains. I would definitely recommend farming and utilizing both of these platforms from Cube Exchange and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So not many updates today across gaming or anything like that. And really the market's been slow on that side. But the one thing the market has not been slow on is meme coins, right? So meme coins are literally dominating this cycle. It's both upsetting and like, you know, it's degenerate. Like people just are really loving these things. So at this point in time, I went ahead and put together my top 10 meme coin list for this show. And this will serve as a landmark, you know, throughout the cycle. We'll see how these perform. We'll see how these end up growing. And we'll come back to this list over time and see what's changed, which ones perform the best from the current stages. So let's jump into it. Like I said, I've put 15 on this list. I do like all 15 of these, but I'm going to choose my top 10. And I'm going to give 2 honorable mentions. We're going to start with the honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1 is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 throughout this summer, I think can still have a huge run up, $25 million market cap. And it's really riding on the soccer narrative this summer with the Euros and the Copa. So 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 definitely fits in this narrative, but it could be seasonal, which is why it's making it on my honorable mentions. And then another honorable mention, I'm actually very, very bullish on this one, but it just launched. So with caution, Billy here actually got a reply from Binance, which is interesting to see. And this is at a 10 million market cap. Right now, as we're sitting, it's at a $27 million market cap, very early on this token. And the meme coin whales are scooping this one up. As we see here, a wallet holding all these different meme coins and 14 million of WIF did buy 7.5 million Billy. So Billy is catching some traction here. And I get that. I get it. You know what I mean? Billy to a Billy. Like that's what they want to get. Billy coin to a Billy. That would be a 40x from here. But because it's so new, I'm going to put this one in the honorable mention tab. And I have to shout this one out too, but it's not live, so it's hard to nitpick here. But Entangle is coming out with the BORPA token. and stakers are actually getting 2.3 BORPA per NGL stake. I have mine staked. I participated in the pre-sale here. They raised over $60 million for this pre-sale. I'm so bullish on this meme coin coming out of the Entangle ecosystem. But like I said, this is not live yet, so I can't technically classify this in the top 10 list. Now, let's jump into the top 10. Number 10, 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗓 or 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗓𝗡, however you want to call it. I think the meme is technically 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗓, but hey, whatever. 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗓 is the #1 meme coin on the Avalanche blockchain. And if we take a look here, this thing had a huge run up. It got up to 0.0006376 here from the bottom, and that was a huge run. It has come down quite a bit since then. But when Avalanche, my thesis on meme coins, guys, my thesis on meme coins is very simple. I want a piece of some of the biggest memes on each chain, because when the seasons come through, and Avalanche season hasn't hit yet, you see the Avalanche pillow back there, the Polygon pillow, like each chain typically does have a quote unquote season, right? Sol, Cardano, Polkadot, Avalanche, all these different chains are going to have their rotation of capital. And I do think 𝗏 is still by far the best meme coin on the whole entire Avalanche chain. So I want some exposure here. I think 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗓 definitely comes in at number 10. And when Avalanche season gets hot again, I think without a doubt, you're going to see this one perform very, very well. Number 9 is going to be Foxy. We've talked about Foxy quite a bit here, and it has been lagging, obviously, in the market this week. It's getting hit quite hard because everything's getting hit hard. But one thing that the attention isn't on right now is Linea. So at this point in time, at a $46 million market cap, I do think that Foxy still has the chance to hit 500 to $1 billion market cap this cycle once Linea does their airdrop. As Foxy is the fox, it's the official logo of MetaMask. Consensus backs MetaMask. Consensus backs Linea. So Foxy isn't affiliated with Consensus, but it is the official meme coin that kind of matches up with all of these synergies. So to me, I'm looking at Foxy to be one of the biggest plays, especially once Linea does get that airdrop, which is going to be quite substantial. You know that it's MetaMask and Consensus. They're going to do a very good job of incentivizing those who have been using the chain. Number 8, this one's a little more boring, but it would be a catch-up trade. I think that this at least catches up to 𝗏𝗏, maybe even 𝗘𝗢 this cycle. I think that 𝗬𝗢 is still the top dog on Solana. I want some exposure here, but I'm not going to ape in crazy because it's not going to do a super big multiple. But I think on this dip currently, over the week, we're looking at a 16% dip. Over the month, it's still on a pretty solid dip. So in my opinion, 𝗬𝗢 is going to come in at my number 8. And then, like I said, these two aren't super sexy, but they are going to be in my top 10. 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 is just undoubtable, right? 𝗏𝗏 is going to get liquidity throughout this cycle. I wouldn't be surprised to see this hit a $10, $15 billion market cap, potentially even flip something like a Shiba in market cap. I mean, 𝗏𝗏 is legitimately the best meme that there is. It has all the liquidity. It's on ETH chain. It dominates that section of the market. So number 7 is going to be 𝗏𝗏. Number 8 is 𝗬𝗢. Number 9 is Foxy. And number 10 is 𝗏𝗏𝗡. Now, let's get into stuff that I think can simply just do higher multiples, right? The higher multiple stuff is what we're here for. Number 6 is PayPay. This is literally the Chinese 𝗏𝗏. So the Asia market could flock in here. There could just be a narrative of some sort of a catch-up trade as far as this coin goes. I know that Rand likes this one as well. I think that PayPay is a pretty interesting one, especially if it continues to get some more exchange listings. So I'm looking at PayPay as a potential catch-up trade to 𝗏𝗏, and it's only above 𝗏𝗏 on my list because of the fact that it could do more multiples throughout the cycle. Number 5, let's continue with the degeneracy, I should say, and let's go over to Wolf. So number 5 for me is Land Wolf. So this is one, it's across a couple of different chains. The one I'm talking about here is on Solana. The guys who are behind this project have already successfully incubated multiple projects to 500 million, even $1 billion. And Wolf, it's a newer token, But like I said, the influencers and the people behind this one, the volume at $9 million in the last 24 hours as well. I'm very bullish. I actually think this one could eclipse 500 million, even $1 billion market cap, given its momentum, volume, and support. So Landwolf is landing, ironic there, at my number 5 meme coin for this cycle. Number 4. Now, I love this coin. I love the meme. I love this project top to bottom. And I really do think it's, at this point, very undervalued. And it's actually not even on the list right now. And number 4 for me is going to be MOG. Like get mogged. Like, it's just this cultural, like absolutely cultural meme that I think could sweep. And when you're looking at the market cap, 295 versus stuff like Doge at 19.5, SHIB at 11.5, Pepe at 4.8, WIF at 2.4 bill, Bread at 1.4 bill. I just think MOG, once again, is a catch-up trade to some of these memes. I think it's an equally as good meme as WIF, Doge, SHIB. Pepe is untouchable as far as like meme quality, in my opinion. But with MOG, once again, the support, the people behind it, the cultural phenomenon that the MOG meme is, I really, really like MOG to eclipse probably $1.5 to $2 billion market cap this cycle with ease, to be completely honest with you. All right, let's get into the top 3. Number 3 is Punky. So this one is, once again, it's been out for a few months. This one has done some pretty good numbers, but I think this one crosses $1 billion easily. It's at $160 million market cap at its current stages. And kind of like Brett, like, they're being advertised at the UEFA Euros. This project makes quality content, videos, imagery. Their community's super active. And if we take a look, like $24 million trading volume over the last 24 hours, they have a good amount of places you can go trade this. It's already on Bybit, BitGet, Gate, all these kind of like tier 3 exchanges, I would say. And I think you're going to see more listings coming from Ponky. And a lot of the big meme coin traders are very bullish on this one. It's on Solana as well. So if you've noticed too, I've spread bets on AVAX, Linea, Solana, Ethereum. And then I'm stacking more Ethereum and Solana memes with stuff like Wolf, stuff like MOG, stuff like Ponky. And we're actually about to add 2 more chains. So before we get into the top 2 coins here for me in this meme coin cycle, and it's a quick alpha, it's not a lot to say about these memes, right? You talk about the upside, you talk about why you like them and the kind of factors that are going into it. But this is pure speculation. Obviously, it's never financial advice, but I do feel very comfortable sitting in these memes throughout this cycle because I think all of them have really good upside potential. So just bear that in mind. But let me know your favorite meme coins down below. Let's head in to my top 2 meme coins for this cycle. Number 2 is Redo, Resistance Dog. Now, you're probably saying, what the heck is this coin? Resistance Dog is on the Telegram blockchain. So Redo, and if you've been paying attention to the market in any sort of facet recently, you would see the fact that TON has been one of the best performers over the last few months. And the Telegram blockchain literally has the chance to onboard more users. Their Web3 gaming scene is hilarious. It's like click and play, hamster games. Like there's so much going on under the Telegram network. And if, let's just say, TON goes to 50 bill, 70 bill, even higher during this cycle, you will probably see their top meme coin here at 117 million go to 1 bill, 2 bill, maybe even higher. So I think this is a great trade. If you want exposure to the TON ecosystem, I like Notcoin as well, but I think Resistance Dog is by far the number 1 meme here. And if you want exposure to what could be one of the most explosive plays this cycle with the growth that TON is showing, and maybe you missed out on TON itself, I would be looking at Redo. And then if you watch my content, you're going to know what my number 1 meme coin is this cycle. It's quite simple, and I'm going to keep it simple. It's Brett. Now, Brett has had an exponential run. Over this month, it's up 247%. It's currently at a $1.4 billion market cap. But when you look at these other market caps from SHIB, Doge, Pepe, it still has a lot of upside potential, not to mention the elephant in the room that it is Coinbase chain's biggest meme coin. So whenever the users get onboarded from the institutional side and from the just 50 million customers that Coinbase custodies, you're going to see probably a huge amount of upside here when it comes to Brett. Crash is one of their biggest advocates. He's been in since the beginning, and I don't know if this will happen. He says $20 billion market cap. We'll see. I would absolutely love that. But at the same time, like Brett, the meme makes sense to me. The narrative base, I think, is going to probably be one of the biggest winners as far as this cycle goes. And they also partnered with the UEFA, with the Euros. So you're going to see Brett advertised at the UEFA, the Euros this summer. So I mean, everything that they've been doing is just completely on point. The memes, just today they partnered up with Travala, so you can spend your Brett now to book travel. They're getting more listings here. Just everything that Brett has been doing over the last few months is nothing but top tier. And, you know, given the fact of its growth, I wouldn't be surprised to eventually see this on something like a Binance or a Coinbase, which we know what that's going to do to some of these memes that have listed there. Like Pepe on Binance has done 300 million in the last 24 hours. I do think Brett probably makes its way to Coinbase, maybe not Binance because it's on base chain, but we'll see. So those are my top 10 memes for this cycle, guys. Brett, Redo, Punky, Mog. We have Wolf, Pepe, with Foxy and Cock, with my honorable mentions being Billy and Goal. So a little more lighthearted show today. There's no reason to dwell on the fact that the market's just getting absolutely hammered. And, you know, we don't talk about meme coins a lot on this channel. So it's valuable for me to put that out there. These are my top 10 meme coin plays, a couple honorable mentions, and we'll track where these go over the cycle. Let me know down below which one of my top 10 are your favorites. What are your top 3 maybe this cycle? You can list them down below in the comment section. And which one of my top 10 do you think is going to do the most gains this cycle? And like I said, for the $50 winners from last show, we will announce those on stream on Thursday with Sheldon. And then last but not least, let's jump into a little bit of sponsor, just a little bit of notes, no pun intended here, as Ultra just published their Ultra notes for the month of May. And that month they had released the Google sign-in feature, new partnerships, and more. Definitely go check this out. And I'm super excited for Project Citadel. I think when that comes out, it's really going to add a layer of use case and a flood of new users into this ecosystem. We have Vulcan Forge, which is launching a new project on their upcoming launch pad, and they're teasing it. So we don't know exactly what it is, but the project does look pretty solid here. AAA game coming to Elysium blockchain and to the launch pad. So really excited to see what that is going to be. And we have 𝗤𝗏𝗘, Real Fever, which actually just burnt 200 million more Fever tokens. So they're making this token deflationary by nature because of how much they're burning. I'm really bullish on all the developments coming out of their ecosystem as well. You can check out all of our sponsors down below in the link in the description. So all in all, guys, those are my top 10 meme coins for this cycle, and I'm sitting in my bags. The best thing you can do right now is nothing. I don't think it's the time to liquidate all your crypto. I think you have a lot more left in this bull run, and I'm going to sit tight in my bags, and we'll have you covered here on In the Game throughout the rest of this cycle. Like the video, subscribe down below, and I'll see y'all on the next one. As always, play well, my friends.